Everyone, welcome back to Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. If this is your first time here, I'm Vishwa and I host this show. So today we are going to make two quick, simple and easy jackfruit recipes. Nowadays jackfruit has become very popular, particularly in the Western world because of the rising trend of veganism. Jackfruit is viewed as a vegan meat alternative because of its shredded meat-like consistency. So we have things like pulled jackfruit burgers on the menu, and they're also used as pizza topping. But jackfruit is definitely more than just a vegan meat alternative. So we'll talk more about this in a pro tip right at the end of the video. Now let's get started. Oh, by the way, before we start, please, if you like my content, remember to subscribe to my channel and also share it with your friends and family, and it'll mean a lot to me. So let's get started now. So I bought this young green tender jackfruit from one of the Indian stores. It cost me about 8 pounds. It looks quite scary, but it is actually easy to cut. You just need a sharp knife, and I'm going to show you how anyway. Now you can use the whole of the fruit except this rough skin that's on the outside, so nothing gets wasted. But if you don't want to have the hassle of cutting, then you can choose young green jackfruit that comes in a tin, and this tin was only £1.49 here in London. And then I have these actual ripe jackfruits that we eat. This is the fruit, and it is distinguished by its yellow color, and that is because of the carotenoid content that is in the fruit. Here I also found some green jackfruit that comes in a frozen packet as well. So the choice is yours, and you can choose whichever you choose to and use it. They all work pretty well. Let me show you how to cut a young green jackfruit. I tend to wear gloves. Also, I oil the knife on both sides, or I tend to use a non-stick knife. I'll tell you why in a minute. Cut the top of the jackfruit off, and you can see this white liquid, which is the sticky sap coming through. So we oil the knife and our hands to combat the stickiness. First, run the knife through the middle of the jackfruit. You can actually split the whole jackfruit into two halves, but I like to do it in small chunks. So cut across, and then you can see this beautiful fibers of the jackfruit, the characteristic texture that gives the shredded meat-like consistency. Now cut the jackfruit into small chunks, and then cut the spiky skin off till you actually see a white color. Jackfruit tends to brown pretty quickly when you cut. You can avoid this to some extent by dunking the cut pieces into a bowl of water mixed with a teaspoon of lemon juice. However, it doesn't really matter if it browns, because that's not going to affect the taste, and most of the times you're going to either make a curry or a biryani or a pulled jackfruit burger, and in majority of the times the color doesn't really matter. It's so easy, right? So the first recipe, we are making jackfruit tofu and peas biryani or pulao. I have 500 grams of jackfruit, 250 grams of tofu, 1 tablespoon ginger, and 1 tablespoon garlic paste. I have 2 medium-sized onions. First I'll cut them into small chunks and then chop them finely with my chopper to make it easy and quick, and also to get uniform pieces. Oh my god, my onions are too strong today. I have 4 mild green chilies. I am chopping them fine, but if you want, you can keep them as a whole too and remove them after cooking if spice is not your thing. I've already picked some mint leaves. I usually use about 2 good handfuls. You can also chop 2 handfuls of coriander, the stem and the leaves and everything. With these herbs, you can use as much as you want. I'm going to cook my biryani or pulao in a pressure cooker. So to the pressure cooker pan on high heat, add half tablespoon oil of your choice. Of course, you can use an instant pot or cook in an open pan. I will let you know what the modifications are as we go along with the recipe. I have actually soaked my whole spices in half cup of warm water for 30 minutes. I am going to add these spices to the oil once it's hot without the water. Don't discard the water. So I have 4-inch long cinnamon sticks, 3 star anise, 2 cardamom pods, 5 cloves. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon fennel seeds, and I didn't soak this one. As soon as the spices hit the oil, they start releasing the essential oils, and you get this amazing aroma. Let the fennel seeds brown a little bit, then add the chopped onion and green chili mixture and saute to coat with the spiced oil. Add 1 tablespoon ginger paste and 1 tablespoon garlic paste and mix. Reduce the heat at this point and saute to remove the rawness. Add 2 teaspoons of garam masala and give a good mix as well. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. If you are on a DASH diet, add salt in the end, and this way you could reduce the salt you use without actually compromising on taste. Now add 1 teaspoon chili powder. I'm doing this because I only used very mild green chilies. Add half teaspoon turmeric, then the mint leaves, then the coriander leaves, and these add excellent antioxidant properties and they have a beautiful taste too, of course. I love the smell of mint. Add in the chopped jackfruit, then the tofu, roughly 200 grams of frozen green peas. Mix everything to combine well, then add half a cup of water that you used to soak the spices which we kept safe before, then a further 1 1/4 cups of water, followed by 1/4 cup of any kind of yogurt you would like or coconut milk. Let the water come to a boil. Push all the veggies into the water with your spatula. Then add 1 cup of rice. I'm using basmati rice. You can just mix gently. If using an open pan, once it comes to a boil, keep the flame on low and cook covered for 15 minutes. Check in between once to make sure it's not getting stuck at the bottom. Now, if you're using an instant pot, cook on high pressure for about 5 minutes. Now, in terms of the pressure cooker, close the cooker and it has to whistle 3 times and allow for natural pressure release, and it's the same with the instant pot as well. For the second recipe, we are making a jackfruit curry, but we are also going to use mushroom, peas and spinach to enhance the umami flavor and also the nutritive value of the meal. Now first start by adding hot water to a pan. Add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of salt, and then mix everything to combine and add the jackfruit. I'm using about 250 grams of jackfruit, or roughly 1 can if you're using canned jackfruit. And if you are using a can, please make sure you rinse thoroughly to remove all the excess salt. Cover and cook for 5 minutes so that the jackfruit gets infused with the salt and the turmeric. We're going to make a curry paste. For this, to a pan on high heat, add 1 teaspoon of oil. Let it get hot. While the oil is getting hot, I'm going to chop 1 1/2 medium-sized onions and 3 small tomatoes. Once the oil is hot, add 1 teaspoon cumin seeds and let it bloom. Add 6 whole black peppercorns. Give a mix. Add 4 dry red chilies. Just split them into halves. You can get rid of the seeds if you want the curry to be less spicy. I have 4 cloves of garlic and a small piece of ginger, and I'm going to add this as well. I have roughly chopped the onion that I showed you before, and I'm adding this. Saute for about 30 seconds. Now add in 1 teaspoon garam masala and give a mix. Add in the 3 tomatoes that you roughly chopped with all the juices. Saute everything for about 2 to 3 minutes until the tomatoes actually go mushy. Then add in 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. Once the tomatoes are mashed down, switch off the heat. After switching off the heat, add 2 heaped tablespoons of coriander powder and give a good mix to combine everything. Once the mixture is cooled, add to a blender with a cup of water and blend to a fine paste. Time to bring the curry together. So to a pan on high heat, add 1 teaspoon of oil. Once the oil is hot, add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. Let them splutter. You can use a splutter guard or a splatter guard at this point to avoid these mustard seeds popping and flying all over the place. Add 1 onion which is finely chopped. Pour it with the oil and then add 1 tomato which is finely chopped along with the juices, and then cook these two together for about 2 minutes. Add the cooked jackfruit now without the water. Add 200 grams of mushrooms. Now mushrooms also have a very meaty umami flavor, and actually the mushrooms work really well with the jackfruit. I'm using chestnut mushrooms, by the way. Add the blended paste from your blender. Also wash out the blender with a cup of water and add the stew to the pan. Add half a teaspoon of salt. Mix everything well to combine. Cover and cook for about 2 minutes. Open the lid. Add 2 cups of peas. Peas are great sources of vegan protein and they also add amazing flavor to the dish. I'm also going to add some frozen spinach. I'm using about 200 grams of frozen spinach cubes to add that extra nutritive value. You can also use fresh spinach, but if you're using fresh spinach, use at least 400 grams. The reason I prefer frozen spinach is because it is densely packed spinach. Probably the 2 cups will be about a whole pack of fresh spinach. Also, when they have to freeze and sell items, it has to be done within 6 hours of the spinach being plucked and frozen at the source where it's plucked as well. It's a good idea to try and add green leafy vegetables to your diet on a daily basis. Cook for 3 minutes until all the spinach has wilted and combined with the curry. Add in some coriander for that extra antioxidant property and also to enhance the taste. My favorite part, plating up. So first comes our jackfruit tofu and peas biryani. It smells so beautiful from the combination of the vegetables, the mint, the coriander and the spices. This is a wholesome meal with all the nutrients you require in one bowl. If you serve it with a side of yogurt, nuts and seeds. It's really quick and easy to make and it has amazing flavors and textures. I can guarantee you won't miss your meat. You've got to try it. Now for the jackfruit, mushroom, peas and spinach curry. Again, a very nutritive meal with all the macro and micronutrients you need and the goodness of phytochemicals and antioxidants from the spices and herbs. More than anything, it tastes incredible. This is definitely one of my favorite curries. Squeeze in some lemon juice for that extra vitamin C and serve with whole grain of your choice. Voila! 2 beautiful vegan meat recipes for you to cook and enjoy. So I hope you enjoy making these 2 simple, quick and beautiful jackfruit recipes. I can guarantee you that they taste amazing too. So it's time to say bye, but before we go away, let's talk about jackfruit and its nutritive value in our pro tip today. Jackfruit is one fruit that contains pretty much every mineral and vitamin our body needs in some amounts. In fact, one study says that it contains more vitamins than apples, apricots, bananas and avocados. It actually contains more protein than a lot of other tropical fruits and less fat. It also contains minerals like potassium and it is rich in vitamin C and it's one of those rare fruits that is actually rich in B group of vitamins, particularly thiamine, riboflavin, niacin and folic acid. It also contains phytonutrients and of course fiber, and the carotenoid, which gives its characteristic yellow color, has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. So do we need any more excuse to eat jackfruit? So go ahead and try this nutritive fruit. So that's it for today. This is Vishwa signing off for Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.